What up, my freaks? RuinusInsight here with part 5 of my Total Warhammer 3 Vlad and Isabella Immortal Empires campaign. So as we saw last time, we managed to destroy the Zufbar faction for good, leaving all of these mountains around Castle Drakenhof in our hands. If these territories are lost to orcs or dwarfs or whatever, that'll be fine, because we essentially have a cushion or a bulwark against the attack of our main territories, at least from these directions, though of course if the Empire attacks, we'll have to fight them here directly. Otherwise, Vlad is now here at Karak Dromar, and he needs to move somewhere else. Likely we're going to try to take Grenstad, because it's right there, unless the orcs take it first. We'll see about that. And then it'll be an easy route to Averheim. Averheim's a pretty good location to pick up early. Granted, it'll probably force a bunch of Empire factions to attack us. However, it can set up a good location for Balefire Brazier and then corrupt all the lands with Vampiric Corruption around it. So I do like to pick this thing up generally. Now, a couple comments I want to address before we continue. First of all, yes, we will be moving down towards Helman Gorst, trying to find him and trying to confederate him. Everybody says he's really, really good, so heard and will do it. We just need a few agents extra to get down there. Also, I note that I have not yet built this building, the Bloodkiss building, that gives us vampires, and the reason for that is I wouldn't want to waste the 2.7k on this, nor specifically to hire a new vampire right now. They're fairly costly units at, well, 337 is quite a bit, and on top of that, they can't steal tech or do anything useful for us, and I wouldn't waste the money to put you in this army as yet. Though that'll change shortly. Our economy is growing quite well, and then we'll make sure to build that. Actually, speaking of agents and the economy, let's start by building more what are they called again? Boneyards everywhere. And we also should start upgrading them to the Lichyard variety. We need more necromancers. Actually, wait, I think we can get a new necromancer up and running right now. Yes, we can. So let's get a second one. Once again, it's going to cost money. You can start by stealing tech here at Grenstad, and hopefully before we move there. In fact, if we could activate Queen Bee, we could guarantee you the free level. And then we'll just keep doing something in that light. Also, we still need to try to somehow get Draika to join us, so maybe after attacking Averland, it'll be time to attack Stirland as well, since these two are fighting. Another possible option is to, as somebody suggested, try to take a settlement like Nagenhof over here and settle it, and then immediately trade it to Draika, which I do like. I do like the idea. So you know what? Let's summon a temporary lord, one that we can afford to lose if it dies. The necromancers are cheap, so let's go with one of the necromancers. Doesn't really matter which one, because you're going to be a temp lord. And then we'll move you out, hopefully grab Nagenhof, and then immediately trade it away, possibly for an alliance, if we can manage it. We also have a Bloodkiss that's available for us. I really want to get the second level of Lamian Dark Arts as fast as possible to get that diplomatic relations with Cathay, and, well, some of the other factions as well, but mostly Cathay. That's going to take a while to amass that many Blood Kisses, though, so I think we'll go for the first level of von Carstein gifts first, which, incidentally, the second level Control +5 for all provinces is very strong as well. Some damn nice pickups out of the second and third level of each of these. Yeah, we'll start with the von Carsteins for the casualty replenish, although faster leveling is pretty decent as well. You know what, maybe we don't really need the casualty replenish right now. You know what, let's go with the Lamian one first then. We'll try that. Faster leveling couldn't hurt. Speaking of leveling, let's level you guys up. You should probably continue going through scouting, because we do need items aplenty. And you have replenished troops. Oh. Huh. So you're a vampire hero, but you have a different trait here than the standard vampire heroes, eh? Oh, and you can assassinate as well. Interesting. Might actually, of times, be useful to get Isabella out of the army to assassinate a few heroes and get a few blood kisses out of it. Also, you have leveled up, Emmanuel. Let's get you Smoke and Mirrors, mostly because we don't have it yet. We could get the next level of Pit of Shades as well. You know what? I actually want the next level of Pit of Shades more. And just so that we can overcast it in a blob. And I believe now that's it. Nothing else we can do, minus possibly collecting income here. Yeah, we can start collecting income here. 700 ain't much, but it'll start growing. And on top of that, the provincial instability will be gone next turn as well, so we'll be good. Let's end the turn now, unless there is a diplomacy thing that I forgot, but I don't think I did. Alright, Disciples of the Moss still want some sort of alliance, and I think I'm going to skip out on that. Ostland, I assume you have a problem with Draika? Or do you have a problem with Draika? Wait. Where is Draika?
It hungers.
Okay, you're here. How do you feel about Ostland? Wait, aren't you supposed to... Huh.
So,
You're kind of okay. Would we gain anything from allying with Ostland? Well, they are fighting Clan Molder, but... Perhaps. Perhaps. You know what? Let's go back to Non-Aggression Pact, Ostland. Would we be able to get a trade agreement with you after? No. I'm not sure. Draika is trading with Talabekland, which probably means we shouldn't be attacking Talabekland right now. How much money would you give us for this? Basically nothing. And you kind of don't like us very much. Oh, and the problem is Draika will dislike us if we fight factions that she does like. Okay, you know what? Let's do the Non-Aggression Pact.
right.
And we'll see how Draika feels about that. Hopefully not negatively. Not going to do anything with the Disciples of the Maw as yet. Draika, you are... You don't say anything about Ostland, but at least it's not negative, so we're okay there. Free Non-Aggression Pact, at least they'll be probably forced to break it instead of us doing so. Now we're going to end the turn. And we're probably still going to have to go after the Blood Drinker this episode. Gotta get that quest running.
Not bandy words with the weak.
Gelt, Sudden War. Okay, well, we'll get the defeat trait for you, and I guess that we were going to head down this way anyway, so it's something to fight. Can't complain too much about that. And Sterlin's running around. They're probably also going to declare war on us, because not only do they hate us, but they hate Draika. Confederation between Karazakarek and Barakavar, so they just got a lot more powerful down here. Which is a little bit unfortunate, because I did want to take Akendor for ourselves. Draika's in ambush somewhere. That's great for her. Ah, damn, it looks like she might be moving towards Nagenhof. Hard to say. You should be able to reach us in 2 turns, so let's move you out here anyway, and then we'll see about that. Corruptor of the Forest is now available, or complete. And diplomatic relations with Lamians for what? Razor Sack. Any of the following enemies of... What enemies? There are no enemies. I assume it means the orcs here. Speaking of the orcs, if you could assassinate Hozkub, that'd be great. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Ah, no dice. Well, try again. You've got, what, 8 turns left of Steel Tech? Yeah, that'll be good for a while. Now, as for this... Wait, we'll take a look at that in a second. We have other things to do. First of all, you, move out to try to steal some tech. You, Vlad, I wanted to raise at least 1 more Dire Doggo, because, well, we have Isabella buffing them. And I'm almost tempted to get some more Fellbats in here. They cost 83 now, so they're actually cheaper than skeletons. And it's not like we really need the skeletons that much. Granted, with the removal of these, we won't have much of a melee line, but it'll also force the enemies to focus on our more stable troops, essentially. And I also wanted to get the Devils of Schwarzhofen. You know what, let's keep the 2 Skeleton Spheres for now. I'll think about getting extra bats in a little bit later. I want to see how these perform with Isabella's buff before committing too much on that. So let's delete you 2. We will raise a Dire Doggo. And we'll get the Devils of Schwarzhofen afterwards. Don't necessarily need them right now, unless we fight the Blood Drinker battle immediately. That's another option. It might be a decent option immediately, because Balthazar Gelt is not here yet, and he'll probably take some time getting here. Yeah, maybe. Oh, these guys are probably going to jump over to attack Karak Dromar as well. Okay, we need to level this up. No doubt about it. And we also want to probably deal with this faction, or else. Well, either way, Vlad, let's move you out a little bit. Ooh, you know what? Stay here in case you get very badly hurt by fighting the battle. Now, also, before we jump into that, there was a comment asking me to take a look at the objectives. So, victory conditions, we have to maintain Sylvania, control Altdorf, occupy, loot, or raise 30 different settlements for the short victory achieved, and that increases our casualty replenishment by 15 all across the board. As for long victory, loot, occupy, raise 75, and control a bunch of provinces, and obviously destroy Reichland. And a pretty big amount of wins and magic power reserve capacity increase for that as well. And then this is just straight up victory for destroying everything everywhere. That's the good one. Alrighty, now, do we need to build anything here? Waldenhof and Obersteyr are ready to defend themselves. Now, Obersteyr is more exposed to enemies of ours right now, I think, so we'll go for Obersteyr here. This also takes all the rest of our money. Other than potentially building something up at Eschen like the wine that we wanted. Not that we really need the control here. But at least we'll get some trade value out of that. Okie dokie, and that looks good to me. And now, let us teleport to fight the Blood Drinker. Oh, wait. Or we could do so next turn. Wait. How much do the Devils of Schwarzhofen cost? I feel like we'll need them for this fight. 1209. You know what? We'll cancel this, but I assume we'll get enough money back from the fight that'll, well, it'll fix itself. So, recruit you. Yeah, you guys are pretty expensive. 338. Kind of makes me want to get rid of a couple of the skeletons and just get zombies. Although, to be honest, there's not much of a difference. The skeletons are just so cheap anyway. You know what? It's fine. Let's have you teleport now. Since we didn't get a difficult battle last episode, let's do the Blood Drinker quest. What are the other quests here? Unleash out now. Okay, yeah. Blood Drinker. They do have rocket batteries, but we should be able to land among those without too much issue, I would think. Let's give this a quick read. The Blood Drinker thirsts. The sword has lain dormant for centuries, and so the blade has dulled, its once golden pommel tarnished. The sword must drink, must be bathed in blood. Only then will its pommel brighten and blade shine again. The sword's one true owner, Vlad von Carstein, sees it is in a sorry state. So many S's, and begins a campaign to quench its thirst in the blood of Sigmar's sons. Shaken into action, mankind are mustering forces and preparing to face the undead legions of Vlad's design. Vlad is pleased. They muster to fight in an army grand enough to appease the vampire count's ego. His sword shall drink deeply from the mortals gathered. Yes, indeed it shall. Alright, here we go. Says a Pyrrhic victory, so the reinforcements must be pretty decent. We'll see what the AI can do. Certainly gotta watch out for those Hellstorm rockets, but as long as our army stays back, we can just hit them with our heroes. Anyway, quest time cinematically, obviously.
Seen such a pathetic sight since mine father-in-law Otto took his last breath. Is this all that thine empire can muster? What a pitiful age this is. It makes me ponder for the era of worthy foes such as Wilhelm or that wolf knight Kruger. Not this pathetic squabble of mortal men. Yet my sword thirsts, and so it shall be slaked in the blood of living fools that think to challenge the might of von Carstein. Let the slaughter begin!
Alrighty, here we go, our first quest battle. Now, I've done this quest battle a number of times before, and I have a vague recollection of what roughly transpires. I do remember that reinforcements move onto the field from behind us, but I don't remember where. So what I did was leave our infantry here in this corner and the rest of our infantry here in this wood in the hopes that we get attacked there. After all, the main enemy army that starts the battle is pretty weak. There are a few swordsmen, some archer or crossbowmen, and a couple of hellstorms which would have done a lot of damage to our infantry, which we're just going to leave to Vlad, the vamps, the black Black Coach, the Blood Knights, as well as the various flyers. They shouldn't have too much trouble with all of that. Plus, this will be the debut of our Devils of Schwarzhofen. We brought them in at least partially for this particular battle. Though it's not that we necessarily needed them, I just wanted the units on the field. Anyway, Emmanuel on her mount goes through the enemy army and lands on top of those rocket batteries. Oh, wouldn't it be great to have some of our own rocket batteries? Oh my god. Oh man. The Vargheist dropping out of the sky, and then the Dire Pack, and then the Dire Wolves hitting all those units in the back, and the poor artillery units just get absolutely ripped apart. A bloody end for Homer Simpson, for the Hellstorm rocket batteries. Now the rest of the army still needs to be destroyed, but they're already in fairly bad shape. One of the enemy crossbowmen had our Vargheist drop down on them and is already routing. Same with a swordsman unit nearby, and same with the spears that got hit by our Blood Knights. Vlad and Isabella, I'm sure, are also fighting, but we see them fight pretty much every time, so I'm focusing a little bit more on the units this time around. Alrighty, looks like the Blood Knights have destroyed that. The Devils of Schwarzhofen moving in and starting to rip apart some spearmen, together with the help of some zombies who are distracting the enemy. And then another blob over here, once again getting distracted by zombies. And damn, Vlad is quite tall, isn't he? Yeah, the Lord unit sizes are pretty crazy sometimes. Alrighty, and there we go. We finally found the enemy Lord here, who apparently wanted to try out and damage our Black Coach. Tremendously rude of him to do so. Meanwhile, while this army is pretty much broken, and just the enemy Lord really remaining and everybody already routing, we got some reinforcements on the field. Not many reinforcements, though, I want to say. Ironically, the map said something like, or the game said something like, oh, the enemy brings more artillery to bear upon us, or something along those lines. It mentioned artillery, is what I'm getting at. And all we have here are a unit of handgunners and a couple of units of spears, which really aren't going to stand up towards any of this. Both of our corpse guards are here, all of our infantry, and I even decided to move some of the bats back from here to try to react to this. I was thinking that maybe some more rocket batteries would attack there, but apparently not the case. Also, I really like this destroyed town in the background. It's nice. It's real nice. Nice setting for our battle. Anyway, while we chase down all those troops, let's also watch the deaths of these spears and stuff.
Destroy it!
Alrighty, there they go. The Konigstein Stalkers moving in with their false etherealism. Oh, you guys gotta look so ethereal when you're not ethereal. I guess that's just a magical glow, because you can't actually see through them. They're just really, really enchanted. And it looks like they're doing pretty good against those handgunners. I mean, they're handgunners after all. So they're applying poison to them, and what are their stats like? With the poison, 18, 19, and 21 versus 24, 29, and 54, that we have a massive amount of HP compared to them, and have undead resilience as well. Handgunners should be just about dead, especially with the bats dropping in among them, and I fear that our Graveguard will not have much to do in this particular battle. The other spears are about to fight, and we're also getting some more reinforcements on the field from the enemy, which we will check out shortly. But let's watch our units fight a little bit more. Just stand on this tree trunk here and then watch the battle. Hey, some spear-on-spear action. Nice. And there we go. Looks like these guys are all out. They really didn't appreciate it when the bats started hitting him in the back. Plus the help of the vampire hovering overhead, though she didn't even need to contribute. And now here comes the main enemy force. They brought a light wizard to bear, though it looks like he's only level 1, and thus we don't really care. I do wonder why the game designers had him at level 1. At least give him Shem's Burning Gaze so that he can do something. He doesn't necessarily need Net of Amontok or, well, actually give him Faw's Protection as well. Could have helped. I love Faw's Protection. Alright, looks like the Lord is trying to come back, and now he's being chased by Vargeists through the woods. Some rocket batteries firing as well, trying to hit our Vargeists, apparently. Well, if they want to play that game, we're going to send our Vargeists to kill said rocket batteries. Also, this is a pretty terrible location for the rocket batteries to pop up, because most of the shots are going to go wide and smash into those trees as well. Otherwise, it looks like some enemy Empire Knights decided to charge in, and we are going to counter that with the Dire Pack, which is an anti-large doggo unit. Of course, they took some damage themselves due to the enemy charge, but we just Invocation of the Heck them, and they should be just fine to be able to kill a unit of Empire Knights. These are basic Empire Knights after all, hardly a threatening unit. They're not Reichsguard, so we should be able to win in a one-on-one against them with the doggos. There we go, seeing some of them bring them down, and here comes the coach to help them out as well. I do wonder if the Empire Knights are a little bit better. I wonder if they've been modified in any way here. They were always not worth building, as in you just build Reichsguard and never bother with them. Or at least I never bothered with them when I was playing the Empire. Anyway, I digress. Vargeists have dropped in and are just about done with the Hellstorm rocket batteries. A few knights will fight, and the Lord has come back to help with the Light Wizard, but the battle looks to be just about done. Zombies arise around the enemy. Tar pitting all those knights. I'd love to see a few of them brought down. To zombies, I mean, not to something more elite. Speaking of something more elite, we can see the Blood Knights coming into the background and the Vargeist jumping in on those mounts as well. The mounts would make for a very nice meal for those big boys. Bats are hungry after all. I can't wait to get a Vargulf in this army to be our tank. Maybe 2 Vargulfs, we'll see. And they do function very well as living tanks slash battering rams, so it's always nice to have them in the vampire army to anchor your lines around. And there we go. Oh my god. Their lord, it just got completely swarmed by a giant pile of bats. It just looked really funny to me for some reason. It just got completely covered by a blob of bats. Well, and then there was nothing left. It's like a bunch of cartoon piranhas or something like that. Anyway, there we go, decisive victory, and the Blood Drinker has drunk its fill and will thus be returned to its former glory, and it'll power up Vlad. Nice. Alrighty, so that was pretty hilariously easy. Absolutely no issue with any of that. Really, the army needed to be quite a lot stronger, as I wouldn't think that they'd even be able to destroy much more than a zombie stack. But then, even if they did, they'd still have to kill Vlad and co. So somehow I doubt it. We're going to take the money, mostly because nothing else is all that useful here, and we're in our own territory, so we're going to heal up anyway. Not as much money as I was hoping. Hey, but we got a student for ourselves. Very nice. Would be nice to get a second one, but it's okay. We got that Blood Drinker now, so Vlad, you can switch to the Forbidden Rod. We also got 2 Blood Kisses out of that, so that's a nice pickup as well. Wait. You've moved away, hero. Oh, that's a different hero. Okay. Damn, we really need to assassinate those guys. Where is the cash that we need to spend here? Eschen, we canceled this, and we also canceled the building at Fort Oberstyre. And we actually got, we got the bonus cash from that as well. Plus, we got some levels. Nice. What do we spend those on? Assuming that we don't bother picking up anything here, I think we do grab Children of the Night. Upkeep reduction is great, but it's not so much the upkeep reduction I want as moving towards Immortal Horror for that battle healing cap plus 50%. That just sounds swell. Make Vlad unkillable, especially with the more and more ways of replenishment. Also, we want to now switch your Black Periapt and your Forbidden Rod around. The Black Periapt is essentially a stronger version of the Forbidden Rod. They're identical, I think, other than the fact that the Black Periapt actually has a longer cooldown. And a slightly longer duration as well, though. but also doesn't actually damage you, whereas the Forbidden Rod does, but we can heal through it. Does Vlad have more HP than the regular vampire? Yeah, he does. He also has more HP on top of it all. Now, Isabella, let's get another point in scouting. Just keep on getting that scouting, and then I will eventually get the Storm of the Night, but that'll be like the last thing. You will also max out Pit of Shades, yes. And then we'll get Magical Reserves, Arcane Conduit, and keep moving through the spell stuff. Emmanuel, before getting your damaging spells. Now, you, or your personal fighting capability, I mean. You are going to cross... Huh, I wonder, would we be able to cross the river in a single bound? It would be swell. I don't really care about the attrition as much if we can just take Grenstad next turn. No, it doesn't look like we can. So we'll have to take 2 turns to attack, and most likely these guys will jump away. We'll see. If we have to summon some zombies at Karak Dromar, then we will. Also, what can we summon here? Anything good? Oh, we can summon another Graveguard unit if we want to. I'm almost tempted to delete a skeleton, replace it with a Graveguard, and then delete the other Spearman, and then replace him with a bat or a dog or a, or even a zombie for, you know, cheapness. I'll think about it. What we really need is a frickin' Unholy Lodestone or a Mortis Engine to replace these two. Also, I did want to get another Vargeist, but that'll have to wait. Okie dokie. Nobody else can move, and we'll have to set up a research thing. Spread Vampire Covens, well, we're not getting any allegiance yet, so this is all useless for now. I do want to infiltrate noble houses, but that takes forever, so let's get Master of the Swarm first and get that 20 armor for our Fellbats, which will make them considerably more damage resistant. Then we're going to go through some of the basic troop stuff for zombies and stuff, though it's not super necessary right now, as we're not really relying on zombies as yet, though we will later on. Just want to see if there's anything else here that would be super useful for us early on. You know what? Honestly, probably not as useful as Spread Vampire Covens and Infiltrate Noble Houses. We'll switch to this line as soon as we're fighting somebody who's nearby, and thus we'll need to rely on zombies a little bit more. Also, let's see what we got in terms of needing to build stuff. Both of you need upgrades to increase Necromancer capacity. You need to be upgraded to increase control here, and money. Yeah, you're worthwhile. And then Sylvania... You're good. We are going to put what here? Well, we can live without walls, at least for now. I'll definitely get walls in this territory, it's just that we don't need them right now. I'm tempted to get a Banshee just to use it as an assassin, but the thing is... Huh, wait, do we get blood... Do we get blood kisses from Necros, or is it only Banshees for assassination? I don't remember. It is characters assassinated, not characters wounded. I guess we'll double check. It's been a while. If that's the case, then it may be more beneficial to build the Banshee building here and then just delete it later on. Or build it in Castle Templehof where it's not as wasteful of a location. As in a building location. Yeah, we'll see. Leave that as it is for now. Let's build some more of these growth buildings. In fact, we can build just the one. Next turn. Alrighty, let's see what these dwarfs do. Will they run? Will they fight? Nothing that... Whoa. The Crooked Moon has just retaken 2 of the territories of the Silver Road. Only Karazakarak remains there. It looks like the dwarfs are out fighting something else. And aha! Marius Leitdorf. You're probably going to try to take Grenstad, rather. A recruitment shortage, recruitment cost for all armies. We're not recruiting anything. You... Oh, damn, we're going to be too late to get Grenstad. You know what we're not going to be too late to do, however? Not so much about you. You're probably even with that, you probably won't be able to take care of Dromar. The towers will probably take care of you. I'm just thinking you are going to attack here. I assume that Draca doesn't care about us killing you. Deteriorating, why? Trespass. What did we... Oh, you were in their territory. Oh, damn. Alright, wait. Colonize Nagenhof. Then delete yourself. I hadn't realized that was a trespass. That is my bad. Then... What if we trade the settlement to you? Nagenhof, immediately. We'll ask for the trade agreement. Wait. Military access, trade agreement, no. Just the trade agreement, eh? What about military access? Wait. Not trade agreement, let me try that again. Trade a settlement, Negenhof. Defensive alliance, we can't give you enough money. I wish we could tell exactly how much money we needed to do that. Let me just see here. Yeah, probably more than we can afford right now. Alright, fine, we'll just go with the trade agreement. I really want the military access, though, so that we can quote-unquote trespass. Oh well, what can you do? We'll probably try to get that through declaring war on Bone Rattlers or Stirland or something else later on. Trade settlement, Negenhof. How much money would you be able to give us for this? We could get 4,000 money instead of the military... Well, we can't get military access with this anyway. That's actually pretty good, I'm just surprised that you're not willing to go military access without the trade agreement. You are if we pay you 116 money. Oh man, that's another treaty that they'll be happy with. How much money will the trade agreement give us? Well, the trade agreement is also a treaty, damn it. Wait, what are they most likely to do? They're most likely to trade, they're not very likely to military access. Okay, so we're probably better off going for the military access, even if it does cost us the 4,000 gold. I also want to delete you while we're here. And there you go. And then let's do that again. Trade settlement, Negenhof. We'll ask for the military access, and then we'll give you money. And I know that 4,000 money is a lot, but yeah, I think we will be able to get trade agreement anyway eventually, because they will want to trade with us. So propose offer. Yeah, now we're improving up to 61, so while this is not yet very likely, it'll get more and more likely as we go. Hopefully Draika doesn't get killed. She's actually doing pretty damn good, and she could definitely act as a bulwark against the north. We just need to make sure that she keeps fighting everybody that, well, isn't us, and including, hopefully, Kislev. Yes. Okie dokie. Next up, you... Vlad, you need to cross over, but let's also steal some tech after we actually move you over, because we want to activate Queen Bee. This is going to cause attrition when in territory controlled by the living. Yeah, but that's fine. Move over to the other side of the river, please. There you go. And then just stay in either raiding, which gives us basically nothing. Channeling also doesn't give us much in this particular turn. Would ambush help us at all? I'm not sure, but let's go into ambush. We can attack Grenstad if this guy goes there and then destroy him and then hit Averland after. You will also go after this. You will succeed most likely. There you go, because of Queen Bee. Honestly, we should just keep you nearby to level you up for a while. Let's get that specialist on you as well. Nice. And what are we at here? 196. Not too bad. Master of the Swarm nearly done, and that'll mean we'll probably get some use out of getting some bats instead of the skeleton spears here anyway. They are cheaper after all. We'll see. Now, we still have 5,000 money to play around with. Southern Sylvania, you can get a wall up and running, which we do need. All these places are going to get attacked. I do want to prioritize Econ, though, because Vlad is down here. He's going to defend if we get attacked, so it's not too bad. Alrighty, that's all of our cash, and... Oh, Blackwater, you're in... -4, eh? From what? Torrential instability, that'll fix itself, and the territories as well, the climate... Yeah, the territory will fix itself long before it goes negative. We're fine. We're just fine. I just want a quick deal... Well, quick. Disciples of the Maw, not doing anything with you. Trade agreement... Mousillon. You're not going to do it because we don't have money. How do the northern provinces feel about us? Still positive. I'm hoping that they declare war on a few more factions and we can join some more wars with them. Otherwise, there's nothing else to do, so let's go next turn. I forgot about you. Damn. I forgot he was... Oh, the orcs, man. The orcs are fighting Draika and Kislev. This also, however, means that Serena Catrin is likely to move southward to attack us. That's a little bit concerning because we don't have walls up north. Okay, we gotta reprioritize towards the walls then. And did this faction just die? No, they still have some territories up here. Maybe they'll distract the Tsarina. Although, on the other hand... hero activity, wound success. Oh! Huh, you had that... he had that orders still in. Amazing. Well done. No nightmare for you, though. There we go. We got the Felbat armor and melee defense and damage. And be at war with Stirland in 6 turns. Okie dokie, we'll do that. Now, you, hero. You're exhausted, so you can't do anything, so you can just stay here and keep an eye on the... Ooh, wow, 2 full stacks. Okay, Waldenhof. We need you to upgrade, and we need walls here. Templehof, I think we need walls. And Drakenhof, I didn't want to do it, but we need walls now. They're coming. We also need walls all over this place, because they're going to go like this, most likely. I'm willing to bet they'll trespass through our friends' territories here, I was speaking of. Balance offer. Give us a little bit of cash for that trade agreement. You done, Draika? You done? I love you. You are good. Now, blood kisses. We are going to grab that von Carstein gift. Ooh, or do we save up for the Lamian Dark Arts? I want that control bonus, which will increase growth everywhere, essentially. But 30 relations with Cathay will help us align with them and thus build an outpost with them and thus get access to artillery. And I really want artillery. Especially, we can make a huge Air Force army with lots of aerial units plus artillery units. Skyjunk specifically. Anyway, Grenstad. You are fighting Vissenland, Karakurn, and Border Princes. I don't know how Draika feels about you. Oh, we have a non-aggression pact with you, eh? We're gonna have to wait for you to break that then. Okie dokie. You... We don't have a non-aggression pact with Akendorf. Okay, let's take Akendorf. Akendorf is a really good province to take. I tend to do this in many campaigns wherein I grab Akendorf and essentially use it to hold back the tide of enemies going north. They all essentially keep attacking this particular location. And I think if we're here anyway, it's probably a good time to grab it for ourselves. Let's move up to where we don't suffer... Well, we're already trespassing, aren't we? We should also go here to get Gelt. How many territories do you have, buddy? 4. Oh, wow, you're doing quite well, aren't you? Well, I'm not breaking the non-aggression pact, though these guys will attack us inevitably. Alright, let's move you here, then. Yes. Wait. Into the Border Princess territory. So that you... you can't reach them, damn. You still have Steel Tech for 2 more turns. Okay, fine. Go here. And then you, I guess, are gonna keep trespassing. Not much we can do about it. There we go. Looks good to me. You can Steel Tech next turn. And let's see who's around here. A bunch of orcs. It's just Akendorf I want, and hopefully this will be near enough to the Vampire Coast that we can get an alliance going with them as well. Damn, I did want to battle, though. But, well, another battle after that quest battle, but it looks like we were not going to be able to find one right now. We also have more money to spend as usual. Walls are needed everywhere, so let's prioritize those. Schwarzhofen, that's you. Especially since we're waiting for Averland to attack us. Waldenhof, you will be upgraded in next turn, as long as we make sure to prioritize that. Okay, and then Karakadrin, you definitely need a wall as well. And you'll be upgradable anytime we please, essentially, as long as we have the money. Alright, next we will get some research going, or more research going. Let's get... Leader of the Pack is kind of meh. Physical resistance for zombies is not too bad. You know what? Attrition for non-vampire territory sounds pretty good right now. Let's do that. And ignore the rest of this for now. But we'll pick those up later. Alright, one more turn, I think. Just one more turn, isn't it always? What are you doing again? You're supposed to... Oh, you're exhausted. Right. But you did level up, so let's get you another point in wound. And keep you as you are. Next turn. Would be nice to get another student, if possible. Alrighty, I just saw a Kislev army move away somewhere. They're making me nervous, since they're at war with us. Though I'd love to send Vlad up here to deal with them. We can always trade some of their territories to Draika. I'd also love to ally with Durthu. Although, Durthu is more destructive than Vlad is. Now, what do we have here? War Fervor and Preparation. Raise Dead Cost is not useful for us right now. But let's give this a quick read. Prince of Nothing. Some malignant thing dares to challenge you. A message sent from somewhere in the Grey Mountains warns you to stay away and keep to your Sylvanian slums or face the Great Enchanter. It shall be Ash, War Fervor. There we go. Ooh, Rebel Lords of Nanyang destroyed, which I think is not actually a good thing for us, because these guys will like us less now that they're fighting with one less faction that we were at war with. How much do you want for military access? Yeah, we can't ask for that without joining war. Well, let's hope that the long-time treaty will keep us positive with you, in combination with perhaps some gifts and stuff once we've built up what we need to build up. Speaking of, Waldenhof. You need wall, because you're Waldenhof. Ha ha ha. And and Eshin, you need the same thing. Ooh, wait. Karakadrin, not enough money. Maybe from fighting the battle at Akendorf, though I think this is just an auto-resolve. You know what? Yeah, that is. Let's do this. Move you down here to Akendorf. These guys aren't friends with anybody we like other than Clan Angrund, and who cares about Angrund? They're just dwarfs. Draco will love us for killing them. You are now going to go for Steel Tech here. Nice. That'll level you up. And we're going to go for Specialist. What's our Textile, by the way, at? In 196. We can get another Necro now, right? We can get one indeed. You know what, we might need that money for other things. Let's first have Vlad take Akendorf. Yes, we will declare war. Unless there's a faction that... Averland, eh? Huh. Bloody Hands... I wonder if they'll be willing to give us anything for this. It might delay the war with them, and allow us to go other places. Join war against border princes. Ah, no, they don't want to. How dare you. Oh well, Border Princess is now dead. And we will build a Balefire Brazier here and just start corrupting everything around this location by having this one place. Usually what I do is I build an army here and just hold Akendorf with just like a pile of zombies or something like that. I remember in one of my very old... Oh, wow. Medium casualty... Okay, we're gonna quickly manually fight this. In one of my very old, like, Game 1 and... No, actually probably would have been a Game 2 campaign. I played Vampires too many times to keep count. But I set up a full stack of Cairn Wraiths in the... in Akendorf. And it held against like 10 straight full stacks of nothing but Black Orcs. Turns out that those Cairn Wraiths are really, really good on the walls against those Black Orcs. It worked out really well. Plus, I kept moving them off the walls and then healing them up and then moving them back, because as ethereal units, of course, they heal up quite quickly. It was a very fond memory, and ever since then I've been using that territory to hold enemies off in piles like that. Alright, anyway. Now that story time is done, let's see where we're better off setting up. There are 4 towers here. There are 4 towers here, so it probably makes no difference. Alright, you 3, move in. You flyers. Kill everything on top of the walls. Kill everything that moves. You guys are slow. You know what? Keep the corpse carts back. They're actually quite in danger. All of you stay back here. I don't think the towers can reach you, but you know what? Even further back. And same with the corpse carts. Blood Knights you can run up, together with the heroes and lords. Wolves, you can start on this side. Let's make you group 5 and have you attack the gate. Vlad and Co. group 1. Emmanuel, you lead the flyers as, let's say, group 2. Actually, no, group 3. You bats group 4. And then everybody but Vlad... You know what? You can all just be group 1. Just for ease of use, I guess. Alright, start battle. Attack. Group 2, group 3. Go, go, go. All attack the gate. Bats move in. They probably don't have enough range for us to be concerned with. Oh, but there's plenty on top of this wall. And their towers cannot reach us. Beautiful. Oh, they're getting the heck off those walls. Alright, try to go after those crossbows then. Batties. Do you have a tower to kill? No? Well, then go find an isolated unit and kill that. You, doggos. Oh, damn, they have towers activated here. My bad. I did not think that that would be the case. Dire Pact breakthrough. You guys just stay here where you can't get hit by those towers. Damn. Did not expect that at all. And, okay, now they're fighting down here. You know what? Just get the bats in here. How's that gate looking? Probably pretty bad. Let's get ready to summon units inside in a couple seconds. Come on. Nearly there. Guess you're taking more seconds than I thought you would. There we go. Everybody break through. Summon dead to block these guys. Alright, how are our Vargeist doing over here? Looks like this unit is dead. Bats, you can go after it. And then you guys can go, well, Halberdiers, you can go after them, but let's reduce their melee attack and defense with an enfeebling foe just so that we don't take as much damage. Vlad and Isabella, you two can attack here. Let's also get some extra mana via Black Periapt and the spell that we have by the Forbidden Rod. Kill the Lord, beguile the Lord. I'd summon a unit, but I don't think there's need. Let's also use... we don't need to overcast, do we? Alright, stop them in their tracks and then Penumbral Pendulum. They didn't stop. They still got damage, though, and it bounced back through them. Perfect. Alright, one of the Devils of Schwarzhofen have died, but they basically killed the Halberdiers. Bats kill archers, or crossbows. Enemies aren't using hunters, so just crossbows all over the place. And go after this. Crossbows are in bad shape. Halberdiers are in worse shape. Jump down. Devils, kill the Halberdiers. I would like to summon a Pit of Shades here. Actually, the Blood Knights are attacking. Just do it anyway. Maybe they'll heal. It'll be fine. Let's also summon some more zombies right there. And then let's get a heal going on the Blood Knights just in case. Alrighty, we won't need the rest of our units. This battle should be over in a few seconds. Also, our doggos, have you broken through? Yes, indeed, you have. Alright, so I want you to kill those Halberdiers. Dire Pack, hit them directly. Dire Wolves, move around, hit them in the side. Alrighty, how are our flyers doing? Okay. Okay, back here, bats, continue killing other bats. Emmanuel, jump down. Vargeist down. Doggos. Okay, go for this. And wait for these guys to turn and then flank them. Oh, they're gonna let us flank them. Alright, and then hit them. Good, you two should be able to destroy that just fine. Though we won't have heals for them. I do believe the battle shall end right about now. Speed it up to max. Battle's over. Alrighty, well our Dire Doggos got hurt because they were fighting a unit, but meh. Otherwise we're fine. We'll heal up to full at the end here. Alrighty, lovely. And then from here, we'll obviously send a Necromancer out to go find Helman Gorst. This is on the way, and plus, maybe we level him up to like level 5 or 10 so that he can at least have enough levels to succeed without Queen Bee. What level is he at right now? We could get like one more level and then just hope that he can level on the way without dying. Because we could always use Queen Bee to level a further Necromancer, because we want to get our research rate up to like 300 or 400%. Occupy the place. Nice. Border Prince is destroyed, leadership, yada yada yada. A Trickster Shard that we don't really need. Hey, we got the Sternsmen up and running. That's helpful. And the Verix Reavers, which are the Great Sword, I believe, unit of Black Knights, are they not? Recruit Regiment of Renown. No, it's Lances and Barding. Maybe I'm thinking of SFO. I remember a unit of these guys with great swords. Well, nonetheless, we shall try to do something here. I would like to avoid fighting the regular dwarfs for a while, but if we have to, we have to. Though I think they might actually die to the orcs. The orcs look to be in pretty bad shape. Or the dwarfs look to be in pretty bad shape, and there's a bunch of orky factions all over this place. So hopefully. Anyway, unfortunately with that, we're out of time. I think we've done pretty good in getting Draika to like us a little bit more, and then that'll continue rising. They don't like treaties with Lamy and Sisterhood? I might break that treaty just to keep you happy. Ooh, also, is that a caravan? What do we have here? Yes, it is a caravan. You are treaties with Imperial Wardens and the Northern Provinces. Yes, caravan. And no on the non-aggression pact, but then give us money. I'm actually surprised they're trading with the Northern Provinces instead of fighting, but good enough for me. Good. I really got to keep an eye on those. Anyway, as I said, and now I'm going to call this episode here. Gonna try to keep the diplomacy up, and maybe in a little bit start giving gifts to Mousillon and the Barrow Legion. I'd love to confederate everybody, and that includes the Red Duke. Otherwise, next time we will maybe do the von Carstein ring battle. Let's say if we can't find a difficult fight, maybe we'll do this battle instead. Another ward save 20 plus the Carstein ring will make Vlad even harder to kill, although the rest of the stuff is kind of mad, to be perfectly honest. Otherwise, if we can't do that, we will probably attack Balthazar Gelt, or maybe even Averland if they declare, if they break their thing with us, and they will eventually, there's no doubt about it. And as soon as they do, we attack them. So anyway, that's it. Stay tuned for more Vamps, ever more Vamps. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. All glory to the algorithm. And thanks for watching.